hello and welcome to the Czech city of Most in the Czech Republic, where we have the Czechia Grand Prix, the second Formula 1 race in this country. Of course, last year we were at Brno, won by Lando Norris in a very chaotic race, and this time, of course, we are in Most, the other major Czechia circuit, and to be honest, only other really real Czechia circuit. I can't really think of any others. But yeah, it's a later one than normal, bit of a twilight race. Of course, we had Euromoto on today, and yesterday with a lot of races, Superbike, Super Sport, all those sort of things. So yeah, it's 5 o'clock, approaching 5 o'clock local time, 4 o'clock UK time. It's boiling here. I can't lie. I'm not even in Czechia. I'm sure it's even hotter there. But yeah, Czechia Grand Prix. If you did watch yesterday's qualifying, I was an idiot and completely forgot to go through the grid. Let's go through that now. At the back, a huge shock. Oliver Bearman. Yeah, big shock for him. One of the championship contenders had a rubbish race 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago now, I guess, in Spain, and it's at the back of the grid for him. Then it's the two. Oh, no, it's not. Then it's Albon, Ocon, Drogovic, Joe Gasly. A big shock from him. Jesus, Doohan, Pourchaire. It is not Victor Martins, it's Yuki Tsunoda in the Red Bull. A shocking qualifying from Tsunoda. It is some weird error with the timing. It's not Martins, it's Tsunoda, don't worry. Yeah, missed a Saturday down in 14th. That's a huge shock. Then we got Crawford, Leclerc, another poor qualifying from the other Ferrari driver. Maloney, Lawson, Sainz, Hadjar, Bortoletto, Norris, your championship leader, in a big gap after his win in what's he called? Snowder, also another championship contender further down. He's actually a second at the moment. Then we've got Antonelli, George Russell, Colapinto in third. Great qualifying from him. Verstappen in second, and Oscar Piastri, your pole sitter, to um hoping to kind of start a season. He's had a bit of a nothing season so far. Anyway, not long until the start. Got about 40 seconds until the hour, and then we'll get going the formation lap. Yeah, not really much else to say to be honest. Lawson crashed in qualifying, of course, a big hit. They were just about able to get it repaired in time for the race. So, yeah, we'll get ready. And, yeah, of course, track facts as per normal. Nothing else really different. So, yeah. There we go. So, let's go through some track facts then for Most. Gotta search it up first. Most circuit. There we go. Currently hosts World Superbike since 2021. European Truck Racing since 1993. NASCAR Euro Series in 2019 and since 2021. TCR Eastern Europe since 2022. F4 Central European Zone from 2023. Since when did NASCAR Euro maybe they do, I didn't even notice. And then, of course, it used to host the World Touring Car Racing Race to Czech Republic in 2021. FIM EWC 6 Hours of Most in 2021. Sidecar World Championship 1997, 1998, 2023 to 2025. ADAC GT Masters 2018 and 19. European Touring Car Cup in 2017. European Le Mans Series in 2001. And the Cup of Peace and Friendship from 1984 to 86 and 88 to 89. What on earth is that? It's a touring car race. Okay. That's a nice name for a championship. Yeah, circuit, it's FIA Grade 2 circuit. It broke ground in 1978 and opened in 1983. And it is 4.212 kilometers, 2.617 miles, 21 turns, and the lap record is a 122.981 from Bernd Hernlofer in an Arrows A22 in 2020 in an F1 car. I'm guessing that's some sort of Boss GP race or something. We have actually got championship standings now, so we'll go through them during the day, but it's Lando Norris leading the championship. Yeah, I'll be back once I get to the grid. The cars are on the grid. We've had a lot of messy starts recently. Let's see how this one will go. Piastri, Verstappen on the front row. It's lights out and away they go. It's a slow start from Piastri. Gets a much better launch over Verstappen. Colapinto with a flyer. He'll surely be leading into turn 1 from 3rd on the grid. Russell stays in 4th place. Colapinto, they're 3 wide into turn 1. Verstappen has a back out. Lawson spinning round and Lawson straight on into the first corner. That's a huge off for Liam Lawson as they go towards the next part of the track. It's Piastri who leads Colapinto out of nowhere. The pole sitter keeps his lead. Lawson's held on to 8th place despite that spin, by the way. He's gained positions. So surely he'll have to give them back. Verstappen in 3rd, Antonelli 4th, Norris 5th, George Russell 6th, Bortoleto 7th. That was almost a huge job. I think there was an off at the first corner then. There must have been, because there's a huge gap between Lawson and Charles Leclerc. Anyone with damage? I don't think so. No one who's visibly out of this race. No, everyone should be all fine. But Colapinto's taking the lead. The Argentine who won the South African Grand Prix leads over Piastri as Antonelli gets past both of them. What a move from the Italian. That's an amazing overtake. 2 cars in 1 corner. And Antonelli leads and Colapinto almost gets off the track. He's down to 4th already. From 1st to 4th for the Argentine. Verstappen now behind, in front of him. Russell trying to get past as well. This circuit does have DRS, and you can use it wherever you want. If you are in 1 second of the car in front, at the detection zone, you have DRS. For the rest of Liam Lawson gone straight on again. Goodness me, he used the chicane this time. But Liam Lawson, did he overtake Bortoleto there off the track? And if he has, that means that the chicane doesn't work, because it's meant to slow cars down and not speed them up. By the way, the detection zone is between... I'll show you the next lap, because it's difficult to explain. By the way, it's boiling hot. If you do hear wind, it's my fan. I will probably turn it on at some point. And there, Lawson slows down, I think. Let Bortoleto by and Leclerc by. And, ooh, Lawson onto the grass now. And that's going to let Crawford by as well. And we will get replays. At the start in a second, as someone's rear wing flew off there. That was Gabriel Bortoleto. His rear wing's gone, and that's a huge shame for the Brazilian. Who, since his podium in Argentina, has only had 1 point scoring finish, and that was a 1 point in France. And oh, poor Cherno off the track as well, and I think that's something to do with Bortoleto. There's all wobble there from Lawson as well. Goodness me, Lawson's had a chaotic start to the race. If you go into turn 1, he's ended down the inside on Carlos Sainz. And by the way, this is the detection zone is right here. That line there is the detection zone, if anyone was wondering. And oh, he sent it down the inside and Leclerc does Lawson. That's a good move from the Kiwi. And up next is Crawford. There's contact there between Leclerc and Lawson there. And Leclerc barges his way through. Lawson won't be happy with that as he gets wide. And nothing like that help him at all. Now Lawson's off and into the wall. He got collected by someone there. I think it was Sonoda. And now there's a rear wing flying off as well. And now he's stuck broadside in the middle of the track. That's not good. Thankfully it's avoided by everyone. And that's a big off from Lawson. And it's doing without the rear wing. Bortoleto's currently in the pits replacing the rear wing he lost earlier on. And he will be a lap down, unfortunately. So that's Bortoleto's race over before it even really got going. And Piastri just gets past Russell there. Very good move to get into the lead. Anyway, I think it's time to get some replays in of that chaotic start to this race. And I think who else to watch than Liam Lawson? As what's happened to Verstappen as well? Verstappen's at the pit for a new front wing. Oh no, that's a huge shame. Anyway, let's watch the start on board from Liam Lawson. No, that's not the start. So, here we go. They're on the grid. Ooh, he rolled a little bit there. I don't think he should get in trouble for that, though. And the lights go out. And he immediately darts to the left-hand side of the track. Taps the back of Bortoletto. He's half onto the grass. And he just never really caught the car. And he has to... Ooh, taps the wall slightly. Lucky not to get damaged. I mean... He didn't go through the chicane, but he didn't really have the chance to be honest. And that's kind of because of what was happening back here with everyone else. There's a huge stack up, and it's Martin sending it down inside, spinning Hadjar. Hadjar had a half spin, then Hadjar stuck into Sainz as well. And this is a massive concertina effect. Now Snowder goes wide. And that is why Lawson was so lucky not to lose those positions there. Anyway, one lap later, he had a little tussle with Gabriel Bortoletto, I think. Let's fast forward it. He's trying to get past the Audi driver. And let's have a look. Into turn 1. No DRS yet, of course. But he is gaining. And just completely misses the corner. And yeah, I'm not surprised he had to give the position back, to be honest. And then, I don't know who rear-ended Bortoletto. It might have been Charles Leclerc. No, it wouldn't have been Charles Leclerc. Actually, no, it could have been. Could have been the Ferrari. But yeah, if anyone, it would have been. No, it wasn't. Oh no, it actually could have been. It could have been his rear wheel, unless it was Jack Crawford. It was his rear wheel, just hit the rear wing. That's a huge shame. And I want to see what happened to Verstappen as well, because Verstappen had no front wing. Where is the Dutchman? Verstappen, of course, still not 100% fit. He had that huge crash in France around a month ago, which did something to his back. He is still able to race 1 week later and finished second at the Spanish Grand Prix. Was it second? Can't actually remember. So did he go into like a Piastri or maybe Norris? Don't actually. Where's he gonna lose it? Oh, there we go. Just into the back of Norris. Let's rewind that a second. And oh, Norris just kind of squeezed him a bit, but I feel like that's just on Verstappen there, really. Anyway, let's go back live, see if anything has happened, if I've missed anything. Just gonna fast forward a little bit. Oh, no, way too far in front. Hang on. Steady on. And there we go. So now we're live. Anyone else gone off? No one really. Let's mean a few off. But Anthony Behrman in second place. How has he managed that? This is Behrman who started last. Goodness me. Behrman now into the lead. So from last to first in 7 laps. Fair play, Oliver Behrman. Exactly what he had to do with his teammate, championship rival Behrman, goodness me, championship rival Norris, already up here, but now Norris is fighting for the lead. Is he going to get past Antonelli? He'll have DRS. They both have DRS actually, they might do, yeah. Oh, both of them pass him. Behrman passed Antonelli as well as Norris. So it's not actually wanting the championship 1-2, there's actually Snowder second in the championship, despite not winning a race this season. Crawford sends it on Antonelli as well. Crawford out of nowhere as well. Jack Crawford, he has had a torrid run of results recently. He hasn't scored a point since that podium he got in Japan many races ago. Isn't that amazing drive? Can he do something this weekend? Okay, this is... Okay, let me sort my chair out a second. I've got a towel on it. I'm all sorted now. Just have to have the towel. That's how hot it is here. And ooh, Behrman goes wide there a little bit. Lawson up to 10th, by the way. Lawson out of absolutely no... no, yeah, that is fine. Out of absolutely nowhere. I'm fighting with Paul Chair at the moment. Snowder isn't really doing much. He needs to be doing a lot more. And down in 13th place. But Lawson, he was pretty much last after the spin. I never got to replay that spin, actually. Forgot about that. Let's have a quick look at that. Here it is. Very lucky not to take Joe out there. And who was... I mean... Is Sonoda, in all fairness... It's a bit of an unsafe rejoin from Lawson. But I mean, he was on the track at that point. He was on the track. Let's go on board with Sonoda. And have a look. Lawson goes wide. I mean, Sonoda goes wide. Yeah, that is 100% on Lawson. 100% on him. Anyway, let's go back live. I'll fast forward now. There we go. Back live now. Yeah, Snowdown in 11th place, not really doing much. Antonelli leads. Lawson still in 10th, trying to get past Charles Leclerc, and he rear-ended the Monegas. Probably still annoyed at Leclerc for almost spinning him out earlier. But he gets past him cleanly. And now he can chase down Zane Maloney in the Aston Martin. Aston's doing very well this race so far, 6th and 8th. But they haven't really had anything to show for recently. Of course, no points scored from either since the South African Grand Prix. A torrid spell. The only point he have scored since then was David Malukas when he won the Chicago Grand Prix as Norris comes in with no front wing. And Antonelli has no rear wing either. Did they come together? I mean, they must have came together. I was just looking at championship standings. What's happened between these two? Norris was leading at the time as well. It's into the fast kink. And, oh, that Norris could be getting a penalty for that. That could be a penalty for Lando Norris. That is under investigation, obviously. I mean, as I was saying, Malukas got the only point for Aston Martin since the South African Grand Prix. That was his win at Chicago, when he replaced Maloney. Norris, thankfully, is just the front wing change, so he's in and out, just in 16th place, not too far back. There's Lawson up to 6th. There's a nice little battle going on here. 4 cars for 3rd place. Crawford, Lawson sends it, and oh, Lawson almost spins Crawford round. Colapinto goes wide there, having to avoid Crawford. And you've got a huge gaggle here for 3rd place. And Colapinto currently leads it. Lawson, Russell, Crawford, Maloney. Oh, almost hits the back of Colapinto, does Lawson there. It is a 10-second time penalty for Lando Norris for causing a collision with Antonelli. Lawson and Sonoda deemed no further investigation. I mean, it was kind of because Lawson was his own fault, really. You could say it's dangerous driving and deserved the penalty anyway, but they've said no further investigation, so yeah. Anyway, yeah, calming down slightly. Lawson in third place, Piastri and Behrman the two in front of him. And now Lawson in front of Piastri as well. Lawson, is he gonna get past him? He does. Now Lawson leads. So these two were both last at some point in this race, and now they're 1-2. But Behrman is going to try and chase down Lawson straight away. He's going to go down the inside. He doesn't quite able to. He's not quite able to. Is Lawson going to be able to hold off Colapinto? Let's see. I don't think Lawson has DRS, but he's now right up behind. Colapinto's just caught right back up to him. And he's going to try around the outside, is he? And he gets it done. And now Russell as well. Russell not quite able to, though. But can he get into turn one? Let's have a look. Oh no, Lawson sends it down the inside on... No, Behrman leads. And oh, Lawson trying it. It's not going to work out though. Lawson will try and send it on Behrman now. And oh, it's almost contact. Lawson has to go over the curb. But Lawson leads now. Behrman in second place. As they go through the kink. Lawson with a huge lead over Behrman. Russell in third. There's a back marker in 18th. There must be a lot of people to lap down then. It's Antonelli. Of course, he did lose his rear wing earlier, so I'm not surprised about that, but that's a huge shame. Your winner of the French Grand Prix pole sitter last time out, down in 18th. Definitely could be one of the championship contenders. This race is not helping him. And I'm going to see any moves into turn one. Almost four wide, and Lawson goes straight on. Lawson has to cut the chicane, and he'll lose the lead. And always Russell and Leclerc with each other as well, further back. Behrman now leads with Antonelli just behind him. Lawson in second. And Antonelli sends it down the inside on Behrman to unlap himself. And now these two are side by side of each other. But Lawson's able to hold him off for now. Oh, it's almost an Piastri out of nowhere. Now Piastri into the lead. The pole sitter leads again. For the first time, I think, the start of the race. And lap 15 is Behrman going to send it down the inside. He's not quite able to. Lawson goes deep though. And Behrman pushes him off the track. And Lawson goes round. Behrman has completely barged him off the track there. And Lawson's now stuck in the middle of the track. He has to reverse out of the way. Which he does. He's able to find reverse, thankfully. As he comes back onto the track, he's taking Tsunoda out. Lawson has just completely wiped Tsunoda out of this race. His wheels come off. What was Lawson doing there? That is ridiculous. And yet, Snowder's pulled off side of the track. Snowder's weekend goes from bad to worse. And that is one of the championship contenders. It's the championship leader drives past him. That is unbelievable. That is... I can't believe that. And Sonoda is out. Let's get a replay of that then. First of all, on board of Oliver Bearman. That is already under investigation, by the way, unsurprisingly. Let's go on board of Bearman. Through the penultimate corner. Let's have a look. The Ferrari driver. So Lawson goes deep. Outbrakes himself. And I mean, Bearman just kind of takes the corner as if now Lawson is no longer there. I think that could be a big penalty. Not a big penalty, but a penalty for Bearman for causing that. And then this could be an even bigger penalty for Lawson for a completely unsafe rejoin. Yeah, that is a penalty for Bearman, 100%. That could be a 5 or a 10. And then Lawson, I'm surprised he gets a second drive through or something, to be honest. He has to reverse into the pit lane and then just, yeah, that is a Stonewall drive through at least to a Bearman. Lawson, unfortunately. 100%. We'll see what the stewards say though. I'm sure they'll probably agree with me. Let's just fast forward a bit. There we go, back live now. He's already back up to 10th. Got some back markers in front of him though. Piastri is who leads Bearman. Verstappen back up to 7th already, despite losing his front wing earlier. Not bad from him. Lawson's 10th. Next up is Gasly for position. Sainz just in front of him though, a lap down. I'm going to go for a little bit. We'll go for a lap. Have a quick break. And I'll see you at the end of it. And welcome back to Most, where it's still Bearman that leads Piastri. Some penalties though. First of all, it is Oliver Bearman. 10-second for causing a collision. That would be for spinning out Lawson a few laps ago. Here's a big one though. Drive through for Lawson for an unsafe rejoin. And I think that's completely fair enough. I mean, it's not the first time he's done it this race. And it's not the first time he's done it to Tsunoda. If you remember earlier on, he took himself out with an unsafe rejoin at the kink. So, yeah, that's a bit stupid from Lawson. There isn't that rule anymore, by the way, where you have to serve it within 3 laps. You can serve it whenever. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. Currently in 9th place is the Kiwi. Behrman, though, leads Piastri still, of course, with that penalty. Behrman started last. So, yeah, great race from him. And he just needs to do what he did to try and claw that penalty back, I guess. All he has to do. Yeah, the top 4 is kind of separated from everyone else now. Who's in 5th place? It's George Russell. A long way back from Colapinto. Leclerc and Verstappen are racing each other. Ignore the blender. Yeah, I'm not off my door. I think how hot it is. I know what. I think it's done now. The gap isn't even that big. Wait, I was just saying there's a huge gap. It doesn't look that big. Lawson's now got Maloney. I mean, Lawson had a crazy race so far. He what's he done? He had that off turn 1 on lap 1. Then 1 lap later went straight on. Then had that issue where he spun around. Then got back to the lead and went straight on at turn 1 again. Then got barged off the track by Behrman, spun around, unsafe rejoin. It's been a very messy race. And he also got half spun by Leclerc as well as Piastri comes in. Is that for damage? I believe it might be, because surely they're not. Yeah, it is for damage as well. He hit the back of someone. That's a shame for the Aussie. Both McLarens now have front wing damage. So yeah, I'm guessing it was in this battle for the lead then, because he was up there. Now it's Crawford and Colapinto battling for the lead. Alpine versus Aston Martin. Not 2 of the biggest teams in the grid, but they're doing it. Ferrari in 2nd place. Because Lawson up to 7th place. He has said on the radio he's not very happy with Leclerc. So let's see what happens between these 2. I'm interested to see what happens between the pair. Not very happy with either Ferraris, I guess. Oh, shop have sent me a notification. My package is in transit. It's left Charlotte. Oh, it's in New York. Okay. The JFK. Oh, there we go. They've met. Lawson swooped around the outside of Leclerc. Is this going to be the end of it? Because it wasn't. I don't think he's really made his point, to be honest. Hopefully he doesn't do anything too ridiculous. Leclerc will fight back. Lawson is kind of not moving. But nothing bad just yet. Bit stupid from Lawson, to be honest. You overtaken him, just get away from him if you're faster than him. Ooh, Leclerc locks up there a bit. Hey, nothing bad just yet. Ooh, it's a big moment from Lawson, and now Leclerc spins Lawson around. And they're stacked up a bit, and Lawson goes off the track. And what was I saying? Lawson just does something stupid, and now he's gone off. And oh, now he's wide. And oh, no. That was quite a save from Lawson there. But stupidity, to be honest. If he gets past Sainz. What? That was, looked like a quite good save there from Lawson. Let's see what happened first of all then. So, just going through the chicane and just loses the car as a big snap. And then Leclerc spins him when he's correcting. That's poor from Leclerc there, in my opinion. Hang on, let's go on board with Leclerc. Where is he? All this is doing is losing him time. Big wobble, and then yeah, Leclerc just drives into him. Does push him back the right way, and then Lawson, I think, just hasn't got the steering wheel, I'm guessing. For him to go all the way over there. And then what happened here? Then he hits, I think that's Sainz or Maloney. Oh, I think it was Maloney actually. Huge save there from Lawson. And that is under investigation, Lawson and Leclerc for causing a collision as well. I mean, it's like with Behrman, yeah, Lawson made a mistake, but it's a wobble there at the exit, the final corner as well. But, yeah, Lawson made the mistake, but Leclerc still didn't have to drive into him. Lawson has got past Leclerc already. Did get back past him. Next up is Thierry Pourchaire for the Kiwi. And they're actually both under investigation, Lawson and Leclerc. So see what happens to do with that, and Lawson almost hit the back of Pourchaire there. Almost does it again. Oh, Lawson's round! Lawson goes round! How did that happen? What on earth happened there? Just all by himself. Oh, goodness me. Lucky not to get collected there. He is having some race, Lawson, and not for the right reasons. I think that's... It could just be because he's under DRS. That literally could just be it, as simple as that. But he spins again. He's still in 9th place. He's like having a lot of offs this race. That's how worse other people's races have gone. And oh, Lawson into the pits now. So he comes in. Let's quickly go live a second. No. There we go. Let's see, they go back onto hards. He does have that drive-through member to serve at some point. What's the wait for? Oh, that's what the wait's for. Him and Leclerc both got 5 seconds. No, 10 seconds, sorry. Jeez, look, 10 seconds for erratic driving from both of them. I'm guessing that's for their playground antics earlier on, which, to be fair, I don't blame them. I'm not against that. Anyway. Lawson down to 15th then. And he has got that drive-through still. I'm guessing he'll serve at the end of this lap, maybe? We'll see. Anyway, still Behrman that leads Verstappen. So Verstappen, despite having to pit for a new front wing, is already back up to 2nd place. Crawford 3rd, Colapinto 4th. Probably won't see pit stops until about 10ish laps time, I'd guess. It's a 73 lap race. So, yeah. I don't think Lawson's a lap down yet. but he might be once he serves the drive-through. Let's see if he comes in. He does, so now he's serving the drive-through as well. Now if his Gasly going. But yeah, now Lawson serves the drive-through. This is for taking Tsunoda out the race. Let's see. Yep, there we go. Drive-through served, and that is Lawson a lap down, but back going. Yeah, bare money just happened. I'm gonna go for another quick little break. If Verstappen goes for the lead, I'll see you at the end of this lap. And welcome back to Moss, but I think people are actually starting to come into the pits now for their scheduled pit stop. We've had a lot of pit stops already for not scheduled ones, but Behrman in and Crawford came in. And Nelson, Porcher in as well, a few of the front runners. Antonelli's in 5th. I mean, that could be because people are pissing. But he was a lap down earlier with no front wing. So, very surprised about that. So it's Verstappen who now leads. Where's Liam Lawson? I'm looking at him. He's kind of been everywhere this race. Is he still a lap down? He is still a lap down. Okay. I think. Is he actually? I don't think he is, No, I think he's just in front of Verstappen. Can't quite see him. But, yeah, this towelless Verstappen comes in now, so whatever happens, he's not a lap down anyway. The fan's going on, by the way. I don't care if you can hear it. If it sounds like I'm in a wind tunnel, it's quite hot. I'll have on for a little bit. Yeah, he's definitely not a lap down. So Norris now reclaims the lead. This is Verstappen's second stop, by the way, because he did pit earlier on for a broken front wing. Very early on, like opening a few laps. Yeah, Norris has already pitted as well for a new front wing, so he won't pit for a while. Leclerc also comes in, that'll put Piastri into second place, which is McLaren 1-2 currently. and Antonelli gets in front of them both as well. Russell stays out. Russell hasn't got a front wing though. So why is he when's this happened? This must be very recent. Through the final corner, must not have noticed in time. He hit the back of Hajar. He must not have noticed because Hajar's trying to come in. Yeah, that is a huge lack of judgment from George Russell. Your winner in... No, not your winner in Spain, actually. Ignore me. Talking rubbish. Yeah. I don't know what's going to happen now, unfortunately. But Norris in the lead. Sainz just in front of him. A back marker. Everyone's kind of spread out a bit. Anyone actually close to another driver? Where is everyone? Yeah, Leclerc and Verstappen came in similar times. Obviously, Leclerc's quite further back. He served the penalty. Behrman also served the 10-second. Where did he come out? It's in 6th place, so I mean, not bad. As now Russell comes in to get rid of that front wing and get a new one on. Behrman running in 5th. Ooh, wobble there on the exit of the chicane. Okay, why can't I feel you? There we go. That's the fan, by the way. Okay, it does. I can literally hear through my headset a wind tunnel. So apologies, but there's not really much else I can do. Yeah, I'm not really saying much. I don't really much go on. Let's find something to talk about. Let's do some championship standings comparisons between teams. Start for Alpine, Gasly and Colapinto. Gasly on 80, Colapinto on 83. Very similar seasons from the two. Both with a win. Gasly with 2 more podiums though, so surprised that he's behind actually. Both with 2 DNFs each. And Carpenter's been very consistent. I mean, actually, I don't get how. I mean, it's only 3-point gap in all fairness. It's not the biggest gap in the world. But that is including 3 7th places in a row from Franco Colapinto. Canada, France, and Spain all 7th. Including a 7th in New Zealand as well to open the season. Then we'll go Aston, Maloney and Crawford. Again, both pretty similar. 28 for Crawford, 23 for Maloney. Who's in 2nd place, by the way? Still Piastri, okay. It's just a big gap. Then Colapinto in 3rd. Yeah, 2 very similar seasons. Only 1 podium. That's from Crawford. If you don't include Malukas, of course, it's a win in Chicago. Crawford 2nd place in Japan. But Crawford hasn't called a point since then. Apart from a 4th place in the sprint race in South Africa, no points, 3 DNFs in a row in Argentina, Chicago and Canada, albeit it wasn't all his fault, but yeah, it's a shame for Crawford. Aston Martin hasn't been that bad. I mean Maloney as well hasn't scored a point since South Africa, which was the round after Japan, so it's been a while since they actually scored a point. Going go with Williams next. They've been shocking this year. Again, both very consistent. Sainz on 14, Albon on 12. 3-point scoring finishes. 4-point scoring finishes. Sainz scored a point in Australia, round 2. And not including France 2 races ago, Albon wouldn't have scored a point since New Zealand. So, which is the opening round, of course. So it's very poor season from those two. We'll go Audi next, and this is where we start to see some more bigger gaps. Bortoleto 36, Pourchaire 23, which is a pretty big gap. I mean, of course, Pourchaire missed the Canadian Grand Prix due to wet commitments. Bortoleto crashed out the one anyway. So, yeah, it's only had only 3-point scores from Pourchaire. That is a 3rd in New Zealand, a 6th in Chicago, and a 5th. No, sorry, 2-point scoring finishes for Pourchaire, which is a 3rd at New Zealand and a 6th at Chicago. And he didn't even finish that Chicago race. He only finished one race in the points. It was he got 6th because how messy that race was, and he did 90% of the race. The Sainz comes in, who cares? Yeah, and Bortoleto 7th. Oh, this point scoring. He had 4 in a row from Australia to 5 in a row, sorry, from Australia to Argentina. That Argentina was the 2nd place, and then since the 2nd place, the only point he scored is one last time out in Spain. He had a rough patch of 3 races, but I mean everyone did it in Chicago. Next up, Caddies, and it's 8 points for Drogovic compared to 0 for Vesti. They both haven't done all the races. Vesti has missed 4 for IMSA commitments, and Drogovic missed 2 because of Formula E commitments, and then of course he had 1 point scoring finish at the 6th place in Chicago. That's why he's on 8 points. In Argentina, sorry, and actually Caddy's highest point scorer is Zhou Guanyu, who got 5th place in Chicago, which is 10 points. We'll go Ferrari next. Leclerc 39. And his sophomore teammate, Oliver Behrman, who was fourth in the championship battle last season, 98 points. That is ridiculous from someone of Leclerc's experience to be that far behind his teammates. 59 points, that is. Leclerc, opening 4 rounds of the season, scored 2 points. How's Norris? Now, okay, we've got a battle, so I need to watch 2 things at once now, because Colapinto is right behind Norris. I'm guessing Piastri pitted. Behrman now in 3rd place as well. Yeah, we're going to see a move. I think Colapinto and Behrman are just both flying on new tyres. And there we go, Colapinto easily passed Norris. And Behrman, despite having to serve a 10-second time penalty earlier on, might be able to get straight back past him as well. Are we going to see a move for 2nd place? I think we are. Yep, rounding outside. A very easy move from Behrman, and now he immediately fights down Colapinto. But no, Norris fights back with Behrman now leads as well. Ooh, wobble though on the curb, and now they're going to be side by side, and Colapinto immediately retakes that lead, and Norris is going to try something as well to get past Behrman. The top 2 in the championship, no, 1st and 3rd in the championship, 3rd and 2nd. Colapinto up there as well, and Behrman now sends it down inside, there's contact, he pushes Colapinto wide, robbing his racing of course. And now they're almost going to be 3 wide, Norris and Colapinto almost side by side. Norris slows a bit down a bit, I don't think he has DRS. No, he doesn't. But he's still got the cornering speed, and he gets back past Colapinto, or does he? Piastri and Verstappen now closing in. On lap 38 of 73, pretty much half race distance. Just over it, I think. Behrman, Colapinto, Norris. Anyway, let's go back to what I was doing. Leclerc, opening 4 rounds, 2 points. That was 2 10th place finishes, and Verstappen gets past Norris. That was 2 10th place finishes in Australia and in China. And then round 5 a third place, which maybe season back going. 2 DNFs in a row, and yes, the two pretty much everyone DNF'd in. With another podium, a third in Canada, and then last 2 rounds nothing either, apart from a second in the sprint in France. So it's been a whole lot of nothing for Leclerc, unfortunately, with Behrman a win in New Zealand, second race after in Australia, and then a no score, an 8th in China, no, an 8th in Japan, a 4th in South Africa, another 2 DNFs in a row, and then a 2nd in Canada, a 5th with a 7th in the sprint, and a 6th for the fastest lap. So Behrman, the reason why he's on 98 is my towel is having an issue again. Yeah, up next then Haas, 10 for Doohan, 28 for Ocon. So we've got a 3-car battle for the lead. I have to quickly watch this as Verstappen gets past Colapinto for 2nd. Behrman though still leads for now. Verstappen right behind him. Yeah, Haas 2 points. Actually, no. Doohan with 1 point scored this season. That's a 5th place in Argentina. And then Ocon with a 4th place in Argentina. He also got a 3rd place for the fastest lap in France. What a race he had there. Surprised for Haas to see there. And they're almost going to be 3 wide. And there's contact, and Ocon's lost his rear wing. And that went pretty badly. And he's missed the pit lane as well. And that was a attempted recreation at that one move at Spa from Hakkinen and Schumacher. I want to get a replay of that. It's Behrman and Verstappen, both trying to lap Ocon. Behrman goes for it, then Verstappen tries it as well, and it's just, yeah, stupidity really. Anyway, let's go back live. They tried doing that in France, I think. 2 drivers in the back marker. Can't remember exactly who it was. Or if it even was France, to be honest. Anyway, back live. Verstappen needs Behrman from Colapinto. Ocon's race was already over. Yeah, let's go back then. McLaren, 122 points for Norris. 38 for Piastri. Yeah, I mean, it's not all been his fault. You can't blame him. It's Colapinto gets past Behrman. Norris, 2nd, 1st, 4th. Then he had the torrid run of 3 races in a row with no scores. Apart from his 7th in a sprint. Then a 5th, and another DNF but a 4th. And then a win last time out. Put him on 122, which is huge. And a big gap in the championship standings. 19 points. Fair enough, all I have to say to that. And it's Merck. 60 for Russell, 88 for Antonelli, pretty close there. RB 33 for Hadjar, 21 for Lawson, again pretty similar. And then Red Bull 82 for Verstappen, and 103 for Tsunoda. That's pretty much it. Yeah, I'm guessing the top 2 are kind of going on over each other. There they are. Verstappen and Colapinto side by side. It's Colapinto who leads. Where's Lawson? I haven't seen him for a while. 8th place currently. Slowly clawing up. How's everyone doing? Joe in 15th. Ocon's still in the pitch facing his rear wing. Drogovic 20th. Albon just got out, but he's in the pit, isn't he? Colapinto, they're leading. Verstappen still. What have we had on today? Let's have a quick look. What have we got left? Not really much point seeing what we've had on today. Yeah, hang on, let me just get the calendar up. And we can have a look. Okay, turn the fan off now, I don't really need it anymore. No more wind tunnel. You'd be glad to hear. Okay, now it's really hot again. These two still going out of each other. Yeah. IMSA starts soon. at Watkins Glen for 6 hours of the Glen. TC2000 as well. GT Cup currently on. Ginetta. They've got GT Championship on at the moment. And then GT Academy will be on soon. Trans Am have their first race of the day on. NHRA's on. MXGP's on in a bit. NASCAR Brazil have their second race in about an hour once this race is done. TA2 on just after 7. We've got Toyota / Safe Mark 350 at Sonoma for the NASCAR Cup Series, and then Pennsylvania Sprint Car Week at BAPS as well to end off the day. We do have Dirt Car Summer Nationals Late Models, or Power Tour basically, on tonight, as well as Minot Mayhem at Jack Speedway. And yeah, football as well. We've got the round of 32 game. A round of 32 game. The first round of 32 game, actually. Anyway, Verstappen and Colapinto still going out over each other, but is Lawson doing anything? No, not really. Is he anywhere near any back markets? Let's have a look. I mean, who is a lap down? Sainz, I think, is. Joe is. Albon is. Doohan is. Drogovic is 2 laps down. Is that time to Doohan as well? I think Ocon might be as well. Bortoleto definitely is. He's had a torrid race. A nowhere all race. And then, yeah, if you can only then the top 3, Verstappen, Colapinto and Behrman. I think Norris might have pitted. Or has he? Yeah, he must have. Here's a quick drink. There you go. You gonna behave? No, of course not. Of course not. What about there? No. Just put it there. For sake. Go there. Don't care. So Colapinto getting past Behrman now, is he? Yes, he does. Good move there. Yeah, nothing really happening. Anything further down? Lawson versus Norris is a battle we can watch. Let's go on board with Lawson. Let's see, is he going to make a move? Norris, yeah, Norris must have pitted recently, I think. Or is he... What is this? That's a weird line from Norris. Where's he going? Ooh, Lawson round. What on earth was Norris doing there? He's coming into the pits again, I don't know why. Oh, goodness me. What was that? What just happened there? Is it another I mean, you can't really call it an unsafe rejoin if Maloney... He doesn't know Maloney's pitting, does he? He's not rejoining the track. He doesn't know Maloney's pitting, does he? I mean, yes. Still not great. Still not great, is it? That's a front wing change needed for Maloney now. Let's get another angle of that. Oh, it's not great, is it? It's a big hit as well. Lawson coming into the pits as well. I want to see that off board. Or did no, we already have seen that off board. Ignore me. Let's go back live then. Let's check the front runners. And I want to keep an eye on see what Lawson is. He pitting for damage or what? He's come in. He might have damage. I don't know. He's come in and out. I think he was there for a bit, replacing something. Now he's replacing poor Chair and Exit, and that's smoke from Lawson. That might have been because he was sat in the picture a while. We're still not live. We'll see. There we go. Yeah, the smoke's gone now, thankfully. His heat's gone. I mean, we've got a while till Brands, the 12th of July, hopefully. But, yeah, let's go on board. Don't go on board often with people, do we? Yes, Behrman leading from Crawford. Let's go on board that with Lawson. Towards turn 1 then. Turn 1, 2 and 3. This chicane won't have DRS. Got a few cars in front of him though. Ocon. Don't know who else that was. Just saw Ocon's name. And another chicane. He might have DRS actually, Lawson. Because he'll be within a second of Ocon. Yeah, he definitely should have it, I think. Yeah, I'm assuming he has got DRS. It's pretty close behind a few people. Piastri as well. Oh, Lawson's a lap down. Didn't even notice that. Lawson is a lap down. And oh, it's a huge crash! That's a huge crash with Roglic over and over. And the red flag is out immediately. That was a huge crash. He's thankfully on all 4 wheels still. How he hasn't got much damage, I don't know. But the red flag was out immediately for that. That was a huge accident. Let me come off Roglic. There we go. I mean, we can still kind of see him in the background. There we go. Verstappen. He is okay. We're being told on the radio he's okay. That is what we wanted to hear. That was a huge accident. Goodness me. I think that red flag, to be honest, is more of a precaution more than anything. But I will be back once we hear any more news. Hello and welcome back to Moss. Drogovic is all okay, out of the car already, completely fine. I think the red flag was just more of a precaution. That was a huge accident. Of course, if you are new to this, red flag rules, they just stop on track and then just get going once. They are able to, yeah. So they are currently removing the car. There's no point going back green. No point putting the safety car out. They can just get rid of it now. Yeah, let's get a replay then. What happened to Drogovic? A huge crash. Barrel rolling over and over. And out of this race. So he's racing with... He's with the top 2. With Crawford and Behrman. This is a battle for the lead. and they've both already lapped him, and oh, what? That was a really weird one. Really weird that was. Let's go on board with them. So he just kind of outbrakes himself. I don't understand how that could have happened. That just completely defied all sorts of physics there. Let's slow it down a bit. So Crawford's going defensive for Behrman. Crawford just kind of just stops. And then he just completely rear ends the rear tyre. How Crawford is rearing, I don't know. Crawford's up in the air, and then it just flips him over. I think it's the tyre contact just flips the car over. It's a huge hit. And on board with Behrman. Quick rewind. Yeah, then Crawford gets lifted up from Behrman's front wing. Somehow they both are still fine, these two. How, I don't know. But, yeah, that was a big off. Because we're all on board with Lawson at the time. Yeah, they are just still removing the car. They shouldn't take too long. And then we should be getting back going very shortly. And welcome back to Moss. There we go. where we are moments away from getting back underway at after a red flag because of the power roll from Brogovic. Yeah, so let's get back going. And there we go, they're going. So Behrman attacking Crawford still. Let's see, are we going to see a move? I mean, the gap's quite far. Don't know if it's DRS or not, I doubt it. And Lawson as well, trying to unlap himself. He's had a crazy race. Very crazy race indeed. But now they're very close to each other now. That could be interesting. Let's see how that ends up. Now Hadjar trying to lap himself as well. Is he going to be able to do anything? No, he's not. And Behrman is going to lap him. Not just lap him, swoop right past him. And I'm being told that Lawson's had an off. Oh, and just see that a torrid race. It's now Behrman gets overtaken by Ocon as well. Hadjar unlaps himself. Ocon trying to, well, won't even unlap himself. He'll get rid of a lap. Piastri as well closing in. I think Behrman's going to try and get past Ocon here, to be honest. No, and Leclerc, who I didn't even notice the lap down. He's going to try and unlap himself now. I think Drogovic being eliminated there. Yeah. Piastri gets into second place, so Piastri out of nowhere back into second. Yeah, Lawson went off earlier. So what happened to him? Let's go on board. Probably. Oh no. That's not the angle I want. There we go. Trying to get past Duo, and then Piastri just in front of him. Gets in the grass a bit. Duan sends one, and that's stupid from Duan. He's not even on the same lap as you. Anyway, let's go back live then. Don't know where Drogovic is there. He's meant to be out of the race. That's strange. Is this him getting eliminated by Lawson, I think? Yeah, okay. Fair enough. Shouldn't be in the race anyway, got barrel rolled. I think that was just someone Drogovic's card, but it's probably a marshal who tried to take it for a joyride. Didn't have damage on it, to be honest. Yeah. Just going back live now. There we go. Oh, Lawson straight onto the chicane. What happened there? Trying to lap himself on Pourchaire. And, to be honest, what on earth is Pourchaire doing there? Pourchaire ends up going round, actually. And that's, I would say, the huge change for Pourchaire. But what was Pourchaire doing there? That was a stupid action. I think he was probably going to get a penalty for that. But I think the penalty was him getting spun round. I think Lawson had every right to do that. Because that was some crazy moving under braking. Goodness me. Yeah, that was stupid. Absolutely ridiculous that from Pourchaire. And it's a shame, because he was doing well this race as well. Anyway, now we can go back to live. There we go. No, not quite. There we go, now we're live. Crawford leads Piastri. Piastri comes into the pit, so no he doesn't. Crawford leads Verstappen. And has Crawford not got a front wing? I don't think he does. No, he doesn't. I'm not going to rewind. It's probably because Piastri came into the pits, because he's stayed out. And I'm putting the fan on because it's too hot. Yeah, that's a shame for Crawford, who was doing very well. After a torrid run of form recently, as I was saying earlier. He's been very good this race. Where did Behrman go as well? Oh, still fourth. Dropped off a little bit. Anyone to watch? Got 23 laps to go, so decent amount. Lawson in 13th place. He's now, oh no, he is to the lap down. Gets past Behrman. Good thing about no more blue flag rules. Definitely a good rule that was, because I mean it was fine in the old days. The other series don't manage it. I mean they do manage without. Now Crawford peels into the pits. Lawson just has 2 more cars to get past now before he's officially on the lead lap. I wonder if Crawford will manage, not Crawford, sorry, but Lawson will manage to get further in front. We'll have to see. And oh, it went straight on again there. What happened this time? Getting past dude, they've already come together once this race. What on earth is doing there? Am I wrong? Is that not a complete just what Porsche did? Yeah, I mean this time he's actually alongside him, so yeah, that was weird from doing. Anyway, now we can go back live again. There's a lot of that this race. A lot of stuff going on here at Most. Nice little track Most is. Of course, it's probably the most famous World Superbike, to be honest. I don't really know any other major series that use it. But, yeah. Colapinto is the next car in front for Lawson. I don't know why I'm focusing so much on Lawson. Yeah, Verstappen leads from the Argentine. Third is Russell, who is a little bit further back. Then fourth is Porsche, so he's still going well. All penalties have been served, by the way, so just to make that clear. I mean, it's pretty obvious, but yeah, just in case you were wondering. What's going on? Do we go for another little break? I think we do. I'll be back shortly, so you can watch Verstappen when I'm gone. Hello and welcome back to Most. Nothing much really happening. I am. Oh, for goodness sake, hang on, my tower's gone weird again. Verstappen still leads. Of course, he won in Japan. Yeah, only one win this year for the Dutchman. On how many points is he on? 82 at the moment. So if it stays like this, he will join the 100 club, which is currently just Snowder and Norris. He'll be the second driver. And with Snowder out the race, it'll move him ahead of his teammate in this championship for the first time this season. After a torrid start, with no points in 3 races, he then scored in every single race weekend apart from Chicago, which 6 people scored points in. 7 if you count for pole. I mean, yeah, he also crashed out of France, of course, but he did win the sprint, so that doesn't count. Yeah, could just happen when his third World Championship. I mean, at the moment, Norris is trying to win the second, and he's looking like he's in control of it. But we'll see. Norris is currently in where? Ehrman down to 12th. Jeez, what happened to him? Norris is currently down in 4th, so as it stands, I mean, to be fair, I've been saying for ages Behrman's the biggest championship contender. As it stands, he'll be down to 4th. So, yeah. I think maybe we stop talking about Behrman and start talking about the 2 Red Bulls. Yeah. Behrman down inside down inside on Joe to put him a lap down. He's already a lap down. I think it's Behrman surely isn't a lap down. No, I don't think he is, because Lawson isn't a lap down. No, he's not a lap down, okay. Lawson's just unlapped himself. I don't really... Canada's been weird recently. I don't really get why we've had so many gaps. Like, we've had 2 off weekends. Yes, one of them was for, it was for the Le Mans. But the other one, like, we just had 1 off week, and then we should have had this race last week, and then we got 1 week off. Oh, it's only 1 week off. I thought there was more. Next week's off, and then it's the British Grand Prix at Brands, which is a sprint race, by the way. A sprint race on the Indy circuit. That'll be a good one. There is some stuff on at Brands though that weekend. Just wanna, what actually is on? I mean, there's stuff on at Brands every week. This weekend there's the Europe Endurance Cup, a no limits racing. Then it's some more bike racing. Then the week after it's Legends of Brands Super Prix alongside F1. They'll probably just, I don't know, I have to see it. I don't know if they've been shown or not. They might be. Have a look. Yeah, I'm guessing it was the same weekend. Yeah, let's have a look. Was it shown last year? It wasn't, okay, so I think we can't find it next week. What's after? I know, there are only 3 races left actually until summer break after this race. We've got Brands, then it's the new race in Helsinki, then it's the new race in Antalya, and then we're done for summer. So, yeah, we've got a triple header, and then we are done. Antonelli a lap down. He was at the front earlier on, which is a huge shame to see him so far back. Big shame. Anyway, Roslin's in 2nd place. Haven't seen much of him today. Got his first win of the season at Canada, did the reigning world champion. Then, last 2 rounds, a 14th place did get pole, 5th in the sprint, and a 9th. So, yeah, it's only not many points since that win. But, 60 points currently, 85 if he wins this one, and 78 if he gets second. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. Pinto as well. 3rd place does look like that streak of 7 places might end, and if he wanted it to end, it would be better than 7th. So, yeah, he's definitely outside in the championship, but still in it. It's not over for him. There's got to be battles further behind. Like, no battle for the lead, no battle for 2nd place. What about 3rd? Colapinto, is he battling Norris? Nope. Piastri by himself, Maloney by himself, Gasly not too far back from Maloney. Leclerc versus Crawford and Hadjar. Let's watch this. Nice little battle here for 8th place, and then I'll keep an eye at the top in case people in the front start doing something. You never know. There we go. Crawford trying to get the move done. Porsche about to join in as well, I think. No, he's not. Leclerc gets it done. And now Hadjar trying to get past Crawford as well. There we go. Nice little battle going on here. Crawford leads it. Hadjar in 9th. Porsche then Leclerc. One of these will miss out on points, possibly. 13 laps to go. Ooh, Leclerc and Porsche. France versus Monaco. And Porsche went a little bit wide there. And Lawson will be here in a second if he's quick. Twelfth at the moment. He's been one of the fastest drivers of the day. Is Antonelli currently with the fastest lap though, down in 13th place. But it's still Verstappen that leads. Just make sure they're not doing anything, which they're not. Leclerc trying to get past Hadjar now. Pulled Share up to 9th. Gasly's coming to the pits. I'm assuming, yeah, just a scheduled pit stop. Now, 3 of them, Porsche, Leclerc and Hadjar are all fighting. Lawson wants to get into the points. I don't know what's happened to Leclerc. There's been nowhere all season as the Monegasque, which is a shame. And he wanted, I mean, he already has won a championship for Ferrari, which is his goal. Did he? Yeah, he won in 2023. So he has achieved his goal with Ferrari. So I mean, maybe he goes elsewhere. And Ferrari maybe just aren't working out. But I mean, Behrman and Ferrari are working out. 98 points in his first 10 races. 4th in the championship, while Leclerc is a long way down. Now Lawson closing on this group, Antonelli as well. But it's kind of spreading out a bit. But Lawson very close to Hadjar now. Ooh, goes a bit deep. Not ideal, but he still is in there. And he tries to get past Hadjar, but he's just a bit too far back at the moment, and he's almost lost the car there. And Antonelli's going to get past him. And now they're side by side. And Lawson actually gets the move done, but he goes deep, I think there. Did he go wide? Yeah, he did go wide there, and Antonelli gets in front. There's Hadjar goes round inside Leclerc as well. That's a good move from the Frenchman. And now Antonelli will try and get past Leclerc, but Leclerc immediately back past Hadjar. It's a great move from Charles Leclerc. And now he's up to 9th place. Hadjar versus Antonelli. Ooh, and Hadjar round inside of both of them. That's a great move as Leclerc peels into the pits. His softs aren't lasting long enough. And Maloney in the pits as well. As Russell leads, so Verstappen's pitted. He must have, yeah, he has. Verstappen in and out, still in 4th place. I think Norris might have pitted as well, because he's in 5th. Unless the gap was that big. Yeah, Porcher in 6th. Hadjar just got past Crawford. Antonelli there, Lawson just behind. And Antonelli sends it down, he's held on 2 people, and Antonelli spun himself round. And he taps the wall. That was a stupid move from Antonelli. What was he thinking there? That was never going to work. Hopefully he comes to the track safely, which he does. That was a stupid overtake from the Italian. He sent it down inside on Crawford. I just don't think he meant to hit go near Hadjar, to be honest. I don't think he meant to do that. I mean, obviously he didn't mean to spin, but... yeah, he comes into the pits immediately after. I don't think he had damage, but... yeah, Colapinto now leads, so Russell came in. I'm guessing... oh, yeah, here we go. Right on cue, Colapinto comes in. In Colapinto goes. That will put Piastri into the lead. As he's about to put Charles Leclerc a lap down. Goodness me. Shouldn't be happening, but it is happening. I feel like Piastri will still have to pit though. He won the first win of the season. I don't think he's going to happen here though. Considering the team of everyone else pitting. Lawson up to 8th. You got Crawford up next. 8 laps to go when they cross the line. Are we going to see Lawson get past Crawford? And there we go, we're going to see a move, we do. And Lawson, Crawford fights back, pushes him wide. And Lawson will try it down the inside. He then pushes Crawford wide. Bortoleto watching. It'd be stupid for him to get involved, to be honest, considering he's like 2 laps down. But Lawson does get the move done. It's a bold move. I mean, Crawford gets what he gives, to be honest. Piastri still hasn't pitted, but Russell is there. Verstappen not too far back as well. Actually, I don't think Piastri might not have to pit, you know. Norris a long way back in 4th. Pull up into even further back in 5th. Porsche 6th. Lawson 7th. Crawford 8th. Behrman 9th. Maloney 10th. That's what current point score is. Gasly in 11th. If he wants to put a dent in any sort of championship charge, he wants to be better than this. But no one pitting just yet, though. But we could have a battle for the lead. No, we actually have, because Russell's got past Piastri. I missed that. But Russell leads. Piastri now 2nd place. And now Verstappen will chase him down. I'm not going to see any more overtakes. Look at the gap now between Piastri and Verstappen. We could see something. 6 laps to go now. 68 to 73. And there we go. With the help of DRS, I mean, they've both got DRS, but Verstappen gets it done. Up to 2nd place now. Antonelli just in front of them. His race it's been poor. The winner of the French Grand Prix, a long way back, unfortunately. And Piastri's holding on though. Yes, he has got DRS, but he's still there, and you never know. He could do something. Ah, no, he doesn't. There we go. Now he comes into the pits. That's probably why he was falling back so much. His tyres are gone. Why is Snowden's... I only just noticed that. Why is his tyre still on the track? They had a red flag period to get rid of that. But no, they didn't. So Piastri, and he got down to 4th already. Not sure where he'll come out. There's a long way behind anyone else. He's already out, so will he be in front of Colapinto? I don't know. No, Colapinto is in front of him. And Porsche as well, maybe? Yeah, Porsche as well. Now Lawson's just in front of him. Behind, sorry. So Lawson, he's done well for himself. He's had a tired race, but he's still clawed back up to at least 7th place, maybe even more at this point. And Russell, he's got a whole lot of back markers in front of him, having to move his way past them. Gets past Doohan, who's 2 laps down. Next up is Antonelli, who is just a lap down. Actually, is he even a lap down? I don't think he is at this point. Technically, he's not Doohan. What on earth is Jack Doohan doing? He's had a weird race in terms of just not... Yeah, he doesn't have to move out of the way of people, but can still not race the people, considering you're 19th. He's like 3 laps down, jeez. He's a long way back, what is he doing? Yeah, they're all a few laps down actually, I didn't even notice that. Yeah, Leclerc's in 14th, there's Albon in 15th. Jeez, I've had some torrid races. And this isn't pace, by the way, they've just had damage and they had issues, but yeah, it's not just pace that's causing these poor results, especially for Williams. They've been nowhere last few races, and I don't think it's been completely their fault. For Russell with a big lead over Verstappen. As we've got a battle here. Piastri, Colapinto and Porsche. Who's that in this battle? It is Bortoletto, so just move out the way. Come on. Lawson in 7th. I'm sure he was closer. I don't know. Oh, he definitely was. He was right behind Piastri earlier. Now it's Porsche versus Colapinto. Lawson's really close. Let's go on board and watch it. Let's see, he's going to make a move. I think he might into turn 1. And Porsche in front. Audi versus Alpine. France versus Argentina. And Porsche gets the move done. And now can Lawson get past Colapinto? 3 laps to go. They barge again. And Lawson sends it down the inside. And he's up to 6th place now as well. Oh, and Colapinto, they send it down the inside, and Lawson wide a bit. And now Colapinto will try and get a straight pack past Porsche out of absolutely nothing. How has he managed that? He'll try down the inside. He gets the move done. That's a brilliant move. He goes wide, though. I don't think he went all 4 wheels off the track. It's a good move from Colapinto. And now, oh, Lawson! Oh, what a save that was from Lawson. Great drift around that corner. And he just about held on to it. And there'll be 2 to go when they cross the line. And this Porsche going to try another move on Colapinto. It's 2 laps to go now for Porsche. And let's see, is he going to manage it into 1? Nope, not quite. Now Porsche right on the back of Colapinto, trying to chase him down. And he sends it down the inside. And now Porsche's back into 5th. And we're about a lap and a half to go. Is that it? Lawson now just behind Colapinto. Is he going to get a move done? Not quite. Kind of would be nice if I could see this battle. And there we go, Lawson round the outside, and he gets it done. Now he's back up to 6th place. And now Lawson's a lap and a bit to chase down Théo Pourchaire. Anything going on the front? I don't think there is. No, it's still Russell, Verstappen and Norris. Russell seeing the white flag. And he hasn't got long left though. Verstappen though is very close. I think it's going to be too little too late though for the Dutchman. As Pourchaire and Lawson both see the white flag and Colapinto, I think this battle's pretty much over. So we'll watch George Russell. He got his first win as a reigning world champion a few races ago in Canada. About a month ago, we've had that little racing going on recently. But he's had a rough start to the season. Didn't get a podium until that win. He'll get a second podium of the season today. He's got 2 more corners to go. George Russell will round the final corner. And he will win the Czechia Grand Prix. George Russell wins. Verstappen second. And it'll be Norris in 3rd place if he gets past Doohan through the final corner to put him another lap down. Crawford will finish in 14th. That's a huge shame after what he was doing. Piastri, he's a little bit further back. He'll get 4th. It's not bad. It's better than how he's been recently. He'll go around the final corner. He'll get 4th place from pole. Théo Pourchaire, here we go. A battle to the line. Are we going to see a move? I think it's just too far back. Lawson will give it everything. It's not going to work though. He goes onto the grass and Lawson's rounding into the wall. I think he might have avoided it. I'm sure he was... How? Colapinto will just about miss out on 6th place. He'll get 7th. Zayn Maloney will get 8th place. Gasly 9th and Isaac Hadjar 10th. Those are your point scorers. Antonelli won't get the fastest lap point for 11th place. Behrman in 12th. That's a shocking result. One of the championship contenders. A teammate as well in 13th. Then that's it. Everyone on the lead lap. Crawford's already finished. Ferrari. What a shocking race here in Most. What happened to Lawson there, though? I don't get how he didn't get damage, and how he actually held on to that 6th place. And to be honest, that's such a Liam Lawson way to end this race, considering how this race has gone for him so far. He did hit the wall. He must have damage. Oh, it's gotten the curb in the grass. It's lucky that he saved the car there, because that would have been a huge accident. Thankfully, it was just the rear with impact in the end. Because if you slow it down, hang on, let's slow it down and pause it. So he's sideways, catches it, overcorrects, catches it again. Now he's lost the car, and the car's heading a huge impact into the where it splits the barrier. Thankfully, he catches the car, and it's just the rear right. That's probably completely shredded. Thankfully, though, and then front wing surprisingly still intact, and then thankfully it's goes back in the right direction. And how Colapinto that far back? That's what an awful last lap. Anyway, let's go through your results then. Snowder and Drogovic both DNFing. So it's a big shame for Snowder. Of course, it's not Victor Martin, remember. Then we've got Bortoleto, Doohan, Ocon, Joe, Sainz, and Albon or a lap down, and Crawford or a lap down. Huge shame for Crawford. And it was Leclerc, Behrman, Antonelli also not scoring. Then it's Hadjar, Gasly, Maloney, Colapinto, Lawson, Pourchaire, Piastri, Norris, Verstappen, and George Russell. Your points then. Still Norris leading, he's now on 137. Second is still Tsunoda on 133, despite not finishing. Third is Verstappen on 100. And then it will be in 4th place, Behrman on 98. Then it will be, I think, Antonelli. Yeah, Antonelli on 88, Russell on 85, Colapinto on 83, and hang on, what am I on about? Yeah, Behrman 4th, 5th is Colapinto on 89. I was reading the championship time before this race, sorry. Yeah, then it's 6th is Antonelli on 88, 7th is 85 George Russell, and then 8th is Gasly on 82, and that's pretty much everyone that's up there. So yeah, that'll be it. We'll be back in 2 weeks' time for the British Grand Prix at Brands Hatch. Go through some timings, sprint qualifying. This is all to be confirmed, by the way, because there is other racing on. Gonna have to move stuff around. It'll be 4:30 UK time and local time, of course. 4:30 is sprint qualifying. The sprint race is at 12 on the Saturday, and then on the Sunday qualifying at 11. Lights out at 3 PM. So see you then. Goodbye.